had no one to tell them to.
Brandi Carlile has a loyal following thanks to songs like The Story. Won herself some Grammys as well. With Tracy Smith, we take note.
I see you tugging on your shirt.
By the time she took the stage at this year's Grammys, Brandi Carlile had already won.
And the check's on me.
Literally, she'd already won 3 Grammys out of the 6 she was nominated for her new album and this song, The Joke, an anthem for outcasts that brought the audience to its feet. She'd spent the days before planning things like what to wear, but she'd been preparing for this her whole life.
How big of a moment is this?
I mean, it feels like a really big moment to me. It feels really big.
She's had lots of big moments lately, including her sold-out music festival in Mexico, where fans knew every word to her songs.
'Cause I am the mother of Evangeline.
Truth is, Brandi Carlile may be the most popular musician you've never heard of, the one all the cool kids already adore. President Obama put her on his favorite music playlist, and Bradley Cooper put her in his movie.
You seem to be every celebrity's favorite musician.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Everybody loves an underdog.
It's a scrappy status she's quite proud of. 37-year-old Carlile and her band, identical twins Tim and Phil Hanseroth, have been building a name for themselves for more than a decade. Not a household name, mind you, but that's okay.
We don't have the mass appeal or mainstream assimilation that some of these other artists that were nominated alongside do. And they deserve it too, you know?
Do you care?
No, I don't care. I mean, I love my life exactly the way it is.
Her life, when she's not out touring or collecting Grammys, is here in the rural outskirts of Seattle.
Ever think about moving?
Oh, hell no, no way. And everything that I do make, I put it back into the house.
Carlile bought this farm when she was just 21, and she's been perfecting it by hand ever since.
And then you built this pond.
Me and the twins did, yeah.
And this is her idea of a splurge, an excavator, so she and the twins can dig more holes.
Keep going.
That's so cool.
Keep going.
When Brandi Carlile met the Hanseroth twins on the Seattle music scene about 14 years ago, the 3 of them immediately clicked. Same musical taste, same sense of humor, but the twins had day jobs. Brandi did not.
At the end of the night, we'd play these gigs, these 4-hour gigs, and they would stuff their money back into my guitar case.
That's really sweet.
And I almost feel like we hit it off as friends so well that the music almost didn't matter. You know, we knew the music was good, but the friendship was so fun. It was just sort of like 90% of the work was just the hang was so great, you know.
As they each started families of their own, they've only gotten closer. Phil married Brandi's sister, Tiffany.
If you eat it, you get your dessert. If you don't, you don't.
And when they're not on the road, the twins and their families spend most nights at Brandi's.
I know it's amazing. I take it for granted sometimes, but I know it's unique.
It sounds amazing.
My friends that are in bands are like, you're crazy. It's the most unhealthy thing in your life.
Still, life's little luxuries are something Carlile never takes for granted. Growing up, she and her sister and brother and parents all lived in a single-wide trailer in rural Washington.
We were very, very poor. I'm never going to know how to be anything other than poor, you know. It's in me. It'll always be in me.
And you like that?
Yeah, I do like it.
You're proud of it?
I'm proud of it.
Her mom sang in a country band, and as a kid, Brandi did too.
And the highlight of my life was getting taken into bars from bar to bar at 7, 8, 9 years old and singing with my mom's band.
She'd pull you up on stage.
Oh, yeah. So that was just it. That's what I was going to do, period.
There's a road left behind me that
She dropped out of school, taught herself guitar and piano, and started playing pizza joints and fish shacks, any place that would have her.
there are reasons why.
By the time she met the twins, Brandi Carlile's name was well known locally, so they kept it as the name of the band. They decided early on they'd split all the credit and the money 3 ways.
We did sit down and say, you know, let's not do what other bands do and start talking about who contributes what, because life is going to ebb and flow. And sometimes somebody else might put in more work than another person. So let's just split everything we ever make 3 ways, no questions asked. And what'll win in the end is the music.
All of these lines across my face.
Their 2007 album, The Story, was a breakthrough. The title song was everywhere, including a car ad, which came with a 6-figure paycheck. But the band didn't divvy up that money. Instead, they gave it all away. They started the Looking Out Foundation that supports causes ranging from the environment to children displaced by war.
In some ways, I think it's as important as anything we've ever done musically.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Brandi's wife, Catherine Shepard, runs the charity. They have 2 daughters, baby Elijah and 4-year-old Evangeline, who made a sticker-covered poster celebrating Mom's Grammy nods.
I think probably Cardi B has one of those in her house, too.
I'm sure.
How fitting that this song is her new hit, where the underdog ultimately comes out on top. Brandi Carlile's seen how it ends, and she's ready.
I don't know that I would have been ready for this in my 20s, or even 5 years ago. Without sounding Pollyanna or overly earnest, I'm filled with joy and gratitude right now.